I don't know if I can live up to that because that was quite an introduction. Thank you, Rose. And so interesting that you had mentioned languages because I actually want to start with that this morning. I want to say thank you, gracias, arigato, merci, grazie. Ooh, do you know how to pronounce that? That's spasiba. How about this one? Sheshe. Officialo? No. It's Greek. Somebody help me out. It's anybody remember?
Aloha.
Thank you. Danke. Tak, which is Swedish. Kamsahamnida, that's Korean. Obrigado, that's Portuguese. Aloha, shalom. These are all different ways of saying. Can you guess? Anybody?
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys are brilliant. And that's what I've done over the last 30 plus years of being unemployable. That is to say, just working for myself, never working for anyone. And it's always been with this understanding that you need to have a CRM, something that is a customer relationship management tool that allows you to manage your company's relationships and interactions with your customers, your prospects, your vendors, your colleagues, your networking partners. And I really do mean that because, as Larry always likes to say, we are your sales team. And if we are, in fact, your sales team, then we need to stay connected with each other in a very friendly way. And that means you're going to use all sources of mediums to communicate with your audience. Email, snail mail, send out cards. I'm so pleased that Preston is in the house and Jerice is also a huge send out cards aficionado. Social media of all types. And when I say all types, when you know your ideal client and you know which platform they're visiting, then that's where you want to post specific content. So, you're going to find grandma and grandpa and some older individuals, boomers, on Facebook. You're going to find business contacts on LinkedIn, and you're going to find the younger audience on Instagram or TikTok. Okay. MailChimp, Constant Contacts. These are great tools. David always likes to say, don't say newsletter. So don't say newsletter, but in some way you're going to communicate with your audience. And oh my God, if Lane was only here, he'd be jumping up and down. Pick up the phone, people. Make a phone call. I have a friend of mine who makes it his brand that he calls everyone that's on his birthday list every single day and sings happy birthday to them. Even if he gets their voicemail, he's singing happy birthday to them at the top of his lungs. So it's about finding the thing that is your niche that brands you to your audience, and they rely on it, they count on it, and they look forward to it. And of course, Heather's in the house as well, and we can talk about promotional products. These are all unique ways to say thank you. Thank you for what? Well, thank you for your interest in our service. Thank you for the phone call. Thank you for the email. Thank you for the text message. Thank you for the referral. Thank you for the payment. Good God, please say thank you for the payment received. All right. If it's an initial payment, if it's an additional payment, if it's a final payment, always say thank you. And it's not just about bringing the balance forward or letting them know that they've been paid in full or whatever, but just say thank you. And then, yes, say thank you to yes, but also say thank you to no, because just because they said no, it doesn't mean no. Oh my God, ladies, please don't take offense. But no does not mean no, it means not right now. It also may mean not for me, but perfect for my mom, for my sister, for the other business that I have now joined. I had an organization that was looking at my services for entertainment for their holiday party, and the committee said, no, thank you. But the committee chair really liked me. And when she moved to another company, she brought me on board, and we've done that company's holiday party 5 years in a row. So no does not mean no. It simply means not right now. And ways to say thank you, it's not always just about the words, thank you. It might be, I appreciate you. Happy birthday, great example. Happy anniversary, friendiversary. We're going to talk about all of these reminders and creative campaigns. A lot of people send you stuff I used to have this mortgage person, Larry. You'll love this. Every single week, I get the exact same email, and the only thing that has changed are the rates. And that's all she has to talk about is these are the rates. These are the rates. And for years, I stayed on this lady's list. She never changed it. It was always just these are the rates. I think there's something more to talk about. And there's a relationship to be built there that would allow you to get referrals, even if I'm not personally refinancing or buying a home in this moment, where I could refer you to people who are, but we got to talk about more than just the rates. And then just because. If you're always knocking on the door, thank you. Remember me? I'm that great DJ. Hire me. That gets tired really fast. So reach out to them just because. And personalize everything. It's really easy to get their name at the top, okay? But special dates, date of the event, their birthday, their anniversary, how many years they are old or how many years that they've been married, the dates matter. The city that they live in. It's really powerful to say, I'd be happy to visit with you anytime you're available. That's nice. Larry, I'm going to be in Prescott this weekend. What's a good time for us to get together? See?
I don't know. Do you have any time on Tuesday?
See? What's better for you, Tuesday or Thursday?
Well, Tuesday's open. Thursday, I've actually got a commitment, but I'm available in the afternoon.
See, there you go. But including the city where they live or the state, depending on whether you're a national service or just a local, all of these pieces of information are critical. My good friend, Harvey McKay, he has this thing called his 66. And if you would like it, there's the link for it. I will leave all of these links in the chat after my presentation. But there it is right there. And it's 66 different pieces of information that you would like to collect. You don't need all of them, but it's a good start as to getting information that allows you to stay well connected in a very personalized way with your audience. And if you're looking for photos, all the photos of me, are by professional photographers. But if you're looking for content that expresses your theme, your mood, free photos, go get them. Okay. And if you're bored with happy birthday and happy anniversary and you want to expand, this calendar will show you a different or multiple things that are holidays of reasons to celebrate. Everything that you could possibly imagine, from the crazy to the inane to the insane. And they're all legal holidays in the United States. All right. So when you say happy birthday, whether it's email, snail mail, send out cards, whatever it is, this is what I refer to as a personal branded birthday wish. All right. On your birthday, I hope everything that you do is magical. Did you get that, Phil Singleton? Everything is magical. That your playlist makes you dance, strangers make you smile, the night sky touches your soul, and you fall in love with being you. It's impassioned. And it's also personalized. It's got me down in the corner, and it says happy birthday. All right. So it's branded. All right. But the brand can extend beyond you, because remember, if you're always knocking and saying, hire me, people get tired. This is a happy birthday specific for the day they were born, not the year, just the day. And it's about music, because I'm in the music, DJ business. So it matches my theme. But it also promotes a book that's written by somebody that I like. So I get to wish them happy birthday. I get to tell them something interesting that happened on the day they were born in this year, 1991, about Nirvana, right? And click here for the rest of the story, which takes them to the Amazon link where they can buy the book. And by the way, cliffhangers are really powerful. So think about it when you're communicating with your audience. If you're always just sending information and not asking a question or not promoting something that gets them to respond or reply, then you're missing the point. The point is to engage the audience. Friendiversary. So if you have a CRM, it will typically time, date, stamp when you added their name originally to the CRM. You can now use that date as your friendiversary. Today is our 5th friendiversary. We originally met on September 14th, 2017. I'm reminded it's not where you go, it's who you go with. Thanks for the journey. All right? Get it? And by the way, no branding here. I'm not selling anything. My logo's not on here or anything. It's just about saying something to them. Anniversaries. You know, if you say happy anniversary or happy 5th anniversary, that's nice. But if you can say something, and I'm the mushy guy, so I get mushy. Love stories in books and movies have an ending. At 8 years, yours is just beginning. Okay? So I'm sappy. I get it. And keep in mind, if you have same-sex couples, don't be sending them the boy and girl couple picture. You got to make sure that it is photogeneric for and appropriate and gender specific if you have same-sex couples. Now, I again like to promote other people. So because I have anniversaries, I'm going to use that to my advantage. And 45 days before somebody's anniversary, they're going to get this picture and this message. And it says, shortly before Kathy and I got married on January 25th, 1986, which by the way is my wedding date, if anybody wants my anniversary, we danced at a charity event. Years later, we recreated the moment. Stephen from SJA Studios can help you create your own flashback memory or new ones. All right. I send this 45 days before their anniversary in case they want to do some pictures for an anniversary party or an event anniversary card that they're going to send to their family. And just, you know, it's touching, if you will. And everybody gets a big awe. It's a win-win because obviously it's showcasing me and my wife and the before and after when I was really young and now when I'm older. But it also promotes the photographer. How is married life? You know, it doesn't get any better than this. You know that they're married, but you need to reconfirm that they're still married because they do sometimes get divorced, and that's okay. So you ask them, how is married life since this time? Inquiring minds want to know, how does it go? All right. Or really powerful. And by the way, it's probably one of McKay's 66, but knowing their wedding song can be truly powerful. Now, is this a lie that I heard their song today? Kind of, but they don't know that it's automated. And so it just comes across as genuine. I heard your song today, Truly, Madly, Deeply by Savage Garden, and thought of the two of you. I hope you're enjoying married life. Again, I'm not selling anything. I'm just touching base with my audience. And it's not just about weddings. I have the same idea and philosophy about business. How is business? I was thinking of you today and thought, your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card, and you make others feel fabulous. That's your trademark. Way to go. All right. Now, some of these have been seen before by us because we're business professionals, but for most of our audience, this is new to them. And so it comes across as fresh and genuine, or authentic, as the millennials like to say. Again, I was thinking of you. How are you? What's new and exciting? Knowing many employees and businesses are in transition, I thought I'd check with you to see if you're still with, and then it fills in what the company name is. Are you with XYZ company, right? And are you still providing ABC services? A lot of times they are no longer with XYZ. They're now with LMNOP, but they're still doing ABC services. Get to update your database and move on. Now, for those of you who are really paying attention, I have been posting every single morning for the last 3 weeks a Good Morning Arizona post on Facebook. And this post is a picture of something that I saw along my walk in the morning and some kind of a quote or a saying or a question to evoke a response. And this is just one of them. So for all of you here today, remember, you are absolutely unique, just like everybody else. Not even a chuckle. Okay, I'm moving on. Steve, I did this just for you because I've been showing a lot of examples about this kind of thing that I'm doing on social media. And I thought of you, Steve, because you do windows. So here's today's clean and clear window view. Compliments of Fish Window Cleaning. You know, it's such a simple idea. I know you're usually outside, but if you go inside you snap a picture and see what the view is, whether it's trees or sunrise or sunset or birds or the golf course or the cityscape. I think it's an interesting idea that's worth some exploration. And have creative campaigns. Again, I like to promote other services. So instead of popping the cork, we popped some corn. All right, cheers. And this particular popcorn promotes a company that does caramel corn. So it's a win-win. All right, here, 100 couples for your next open house. Now, for those of you who are not in the event industry, you may not get this, but a venue has what's called an open house where they invite a bunch of brides to come in. So this becomes a complete win-win campaign for everybody because it puts me in front of the venue who could refer me most often. It puts me in front of their brides who could refer me or use my services. And I'm offering to bring my couples to their property. You see what I'm saying? So by them allowing me to be at their event, I'm bringing my couples, they're bringing their couples. It's a marriage made in heaven, if you catch my drift. And of course, the picture helps a lot as well because I'm surrounded by brides. Rose, behave. Oh, speaking of Rose, there you go. Brilliant thing that I just came up with this beginning of the year. It's now 9 months old, but it's working like a charm. 30 days of wedding quotes from famous people. If you share in the chat privately or publicly with me or via email, your email address and your wedding date, I will send you 30 days of romantic quotes. Now, why would you care, even if you're married or not married, about romantic quotes? You can do the same. I'm more than happy for people to steal my stuff. I steal from the best. You can do the same. Anything that I share, you can have. So if you want to do something similar, I'll send you mine. Take the ones you like. Oh, I only like 10 of the 30. Okay, then it's the 10 wedding quotes. That's fine. All right. And again, I mentioned earlier that there's all kinds of different reasons to celebrate. There's this site that's called National Today. I have this philosophy that everybody gets something, but not everybody gets the same thing. So while once in a while I will send to my entire list, Happy Labor Day, that's like everybody else is wishing people Happy Labor Day. Find a unique reason to say hello to somebody. In this case, it's Kimberly. And by the way, there are lots of these. There's a National Kimberly Day, a National Joe Day. And what I do is my database, very smart, will simply say, it's anybody that's named Kim, Kimmy, Kimberly, Kim Ann, any variation duration of Kimberly gets this personal email on October 11th that says, this is your day. Do the same thing for Joe's and Sherry's and a whole myriad of other names that have a national day. And it just, again, you cannot get any more personalized thank you than that. So I know I'm probably over time, open for questions, open to help make sure that you stay well connected with your audience. Thank you. Thank you.
I have a question for you, Scott.
The answer is yes, Brad. Now,
all right.
Question.
Yeah. So, what's your recommendation for a good CRM for somebody just starting off in CRMs?
The best, absolute best CRM.
For some reason, it's not letting me.
Go ahead, Larry.
The one you use.
Thank you very much, David. There it is. The absolute best CRM is the one you use. What you're looking for when you first start is one that will allow you to export your contacts, because you'll start, you'll learn, and then you'll discover, well, this one doesn't have this, or it doesn't do that, or I like this feature better. And so now all of a sudden you're going to have to move, and where are you going to go? And the place that you got to go is to another one. And if you're going to move to another one, the last thing that you want to do is to start from square one all over again by having to import that information. So make sure that whichever one you choose, it has an export option. Larry, I'm sorry, go ahead, David.
Scott,
yes,
Scott
David.
is too shy to say he does have his own CRM that he will teach you how to use, and it's fairly priced.
That is true. I do. And contrary to the name DJ Manager, it's for any industry. And so if you're interested, we can talk about that. Save me, Jerice.
Do you offer
I do, but don't tell anybody.
Okay.
consultations to help us with our thank you campaign, even if we are not using DJ Manager?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm the guy that cares to share, and I'm happy to be there. The truth is, and she knows it's the truth because I'm taking my glasses off. The truth is, most of the things that I've shared with you, you think I'm like this brilliant creative guy. I got these ideas from other people. As I mentioned earlier, I steal from the best. I steal copy, I steal ideas, and I mold them to what meets my marketing and my ideal client. So please, steal. Take my stuff. I'm happy to share. Larry, the mouth is moving, but I don't hear anything.
Oh, well, I wasn't saying anything. I just wanted to make one observation about CRMs. And another thing I was going to ask Scott, is there a chance you could put your first slide back up on the screen? I was copying and writing and I didn't get all of it, but those were all good areas where we need to market and be symbiotic and have our brand unique across those platforms. If you could,
I don't
that
think
would
it was
be-
the first slide. I think it was.
Well, it was one that you built on as you were coming all the way down. You were adding things. Anyhow,
Right. But
one thing I
I'll-
want to add about
I'll-
CRMs and
Why don't
for
you
the
put
people that-
your presentation in the chat?
oh, did
yeah,
she?
for the people that don't have a CRM and for the people who do have a CRM, and even when we're proficient in it, I can't tell you enough that the best CRM out there is one that also offers classes on and online and or physical classes that you can go to learn how to operate it. It's amazing how long it will take you to figure out how to do the things a CRM will do if you haven't had some professional instruction. And if you just go to a 3-hour class, I know it's painful and it could be expensive, but it's worth it. And so
Larry,
if Scott's
what
available
word,
and he has a CRM and he's willing to work with you, that's a great offer right there.
Thank you, Larry.
what version of Salesforce are you on?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
He's on
I'm
that.
on ACT. I've been on
I was
ACT.
gonna
since
say, I
it
thought he
was
was on
ACT 4.
that.
I meant ACT.
Yeah, I've been on ACT since it was ACT 4 and it's now version 24.
Okay.
And there's a couple stages of that version. So yeah, I was on ACT 11 for probably 6 years. But anyhow, like I say, the best thing I ever did was go to 2-3 hour classes, which taught me how to navigate the software.
Well, I will tell you that once you learn how to use the software, the biggest challenge for most people is content. Whether it's ACT or MailChimp or any of the others that you might use, everybody gets really excited about, well, they'll tell me how many people looked at it, how many people received it, how many people opened it. And all those things are really important for numbers. But the bottom line is, did they call? Did they reply? Did they respond? Did it create a dialogue that led to a sale? Because if it's not doing those things, then you're just, blowing in the wind.
And to keep people on your list, you have to make sure that the content you're giving them is valuable to them and is not always about you.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And thanks again, everybody, for the kind words in the chat. I appreciate it.
This was a really good presentation. You have a lot of good tips and tricks, and I have been on the receiving end of a few of those emails.
Yeah. And so people say a lot of times, or pardon me, they say often, well, what happens if they are divorced? It is in the reply that makes the difference. In other words, if you just say, okay, I'll take you off my list, thank you very much, you're done. But if you have a poignant response that allows the relationship to continue, that's the difference that it will make. And I have a great reply for you, Rose. But first, Preston.
Thank you, Scott. One of the things about appreciation that I don't think I heard you cover is being appreciative and grateful for the opportunity to make a presentation, even if you didn't get the sale.
Mm-hmm.
I have had one glaring story, and it was a piano player who's now in Florida. Scott knows who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Years and years ago, when they were still living here in the Valley, we were having coffee, and he was a little depressed, I could tell, because he had a presentation that morning to be on the preferred vendors list at a Scottsdale resort. He didn't get it. And I said, did you send her a thank you card? He says, Preston, I didn't get the gig. And I said, aren't you grateful for the opportunity? Well, he not only sent her a card, but he included a couple of brownies. And that card and brownies got a phone call from her. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nobody does that. And within a couple of months, he was on the preferred vendor list.
I love those stories.
I know that Preston won't say this, but I will, is that if you use send out cards, they actually have a CRM that you can use.
That's true.
Nice.
That is true, they do. And in terms of a good response, this one in the chat, just for you, Rose. Wherever the future path takes you, I'll be cheering you on, and our friendship will endure as all good friendships do.